Hello and welcome to our brand spanking new channel. It's the Today in African History channel for the 12th of July. If you are here for the first time, welcome. Thanks for joining us. We talk about African history and the way forward, essentially. We have had a checkered past as Africans, African descended peoples, Africans in the diaspora. We've had a checkered history and we are looking for the way forward as Africans. How do we learn from our checkered history? There's a saying that history tends to repeat itself, So how do we prevent our negative history from repeating itself? So that is what we're going to discuss on this channel. We celebrate our rich culture. We celebrate our history, the positive history, even the negative history, because that has molded us as Africans. They say, a bad thing that doesn't kill you can only make you stronger. And I think that has been the story of most of Africa. Okay, so for those of you who are returning, haven't subscribed yet, you haven't liked the channel, why not do so? It will help our channel, our young fledgling channel, grow. So welcome aboard. So subscribe, turn on your notification bell so that you are notified whenever we release a new video. Okay, so let's get cracking. Talk about what has happened on this day in our collective history as Africans, or people who are interested in African affairs. You're also welcome. So the lady pictured here in this thumbnail, her name is Rita Dominic. More on her later in the video. But first, we'll start with the most important event in recorded history that happened on this day. It was the independence of this tiny island nation. The year was 1975. Interestingly, the lady pictured in the thumbnail was also born on this day when this country gained its independence. So July 12, 1975, Sao Tome and Principe gains its independence from Portuguese rule. The island nation was colonized, obviously, by the Portuguese in the 16th century, and for over 200 years, its economy was run by African slaves who cultivated sugar, coffee, and cocoa. Manuel Pinto da Costa, pictured here, was the first elected president of the Independent Democratic Republic of Sao Tome and Principe. He was leader of the Committee for the Liberation of Sao Tome and Principe, CLSTP. So this is the president, or the president who was the first president of Sao Tome and Principe, came into power in 1975 on this day, the 12th of July. Rita Dominic, beautiful lady pictured in the thumbnail. That's another picture of Rita Dominic, also born on this day, also in 1975. She is a co-founder of the Audrey Silver Company, as well as an actress, producer, model, and television star. She is considered as one of the most hardworking and talented Nollywood actors, as well as one of the highest paid in Nigeria. Rita Dominic, the CEO of Rita Dominic Productions and a GLO ambassador, so GLO ambassador presently. Rita Dominic attended the prestigious Federal Government College Ikot-Ekpene, Akwa Ibom State in the South-South geopolitical zone of Nigeria before heading to the University of Port Harcourt, where she graduated with a BA Honours degree in Theatre Arts in 1999. So she's essentially from my neck of the woods. So happy birthday, Rita Dominic, born on this day in 1975. South African President Nelson Mandela, pictured here with the Queen of England. He rode in a carriage with Queen Elizabeth II, so the late Queen of England. So Queen Elizabeth II through the streets of London on this day, July 12th in 1998. President Nelson Mandela visited England from July 9th, 1998 to 12th of July 1998, where he was accompanied by Queen Elizabeth II on a carriage ride through the streets of London to cap off his 4-day trip to England. Also on this day, former President Bush made his first visit as president with former President Olusegun Obasanjo in Nigeria. The year was 2003. The highlight of this visit was to discuss the circumstances under which former Liberian President Charles Taylor would live in exile in Nigeria. Also on this day, this young man pictured here, his name is Kingsley Schindler. He is a professional footballer who plays as a midfielder for Bundesliga Club 1 FC Köln. Born in Germany, he plays for the Ghana national team. He was born on this day in 1993. He was called up to play for the Ghanaian national team for a set of 2023 African Cup of Nations qualifications matches in March 2023. I'm sure we all know how that ended. As a midfielder, he has appeared in 29 matches this season in Bundesliga, playing a total of 1,073 minutes. So again, this is Kingsley Schindler, professional Ghanaian and German player who was born on this day in 1993. So happy birthday, Kingsley Schindler. He would be 30 today, July 12th. Last but not least, this lady. Her name is Susanna Owiyo. She is a Kenyan singer, born in 1975. So many events that happened in 1975 on this day. She played twice in the Womex Festival and the Nelson Mandela 90th birthday event in London in 2008. Roots, her third album, was made available on the 18th of May 2011. In appreciation of her international accomplishments and work via music, the President of the Republic of Kenya presented her with the prestigious Order of the Grand Warrior of Kenya. Owiyo was born in Kasai village, Yakach, near the lakeside of Kisumu. Susanna Owiyo was introduced to music at a young age by her grandfather, who was a prolific Nyatiti player. I guess Nyatiti is a musical instrument. Never heard the name before, but go Google it up and find out what Nyatiti is. I'm sure for those of you who are Kenyan, you probably know what the Nyatiti is. So happy birthday, Susanna Owiyo, born on this day in 1975. So she would be 48 years old today. And that's it for Today in African History. If you have learned anything new, if you've learned anything that you think would move our continent forward, use that information in a positive way. If you are thinking of investing in the African continent, Kenya, where this lady comes from, is another beautiful country. The people are so warm and welcoming. So go check out Kenya. Check out other countries in Africa where there are investment opportunities, where you can give back. For those of you who want to give back to society, there's so many people who are struggling to survive day to day. Help out, create a charity, get like-minded people, push the continent forward. Africa has huge potentials, and I've said in the previous video that the population is the youngest and the most vibrant on the planet. There's about 1.2 billion people on the African continent as well. The economies of Africa can only grow from this point forward. You know what young people are capable of doing. They've got a lot of energy. So thanks again for dropping by. Those of you who have not subscribed, you haven't liked the video, please do that. Like I said, it will help our young, fledgling, vibrant channel grow. Thanks again for dropping by. Take care of yourself and each other. Bye for now.